I think one of the ways that we're really wanting to engage people is with the depth of the management. There's a lot to do, a lot of plates to spin at all times, whether it's looking after the animal husbandry, performing research, delving into heat maps to see what's going on. I think people should be really, really excited about Planet Zoo.
There are multiple game modes in Planet Zoo. These are Sandbox, where you are given unlimited money, resources, and fully completed research.
You'll have access to all the animals, all of the different piece sets. The only real limit is your imagination.
In career mode, you'll be playing through a series of scenarios in which the overall goal is to improve or build a zoo.
There'll be lots of fun and challenging scenarios that you'll have to play as the campaign story takes you all over the world. You'll be asked to build, expand and restore zoos, take care of rescued animals and participate in breeding programs. Each of the different scenarios will give you a unique challenge, and that will really test you as a player and will hopefully grow your management skills.
There's also some interesting characters that you'll get to know. The narrative really helps drive things forward, and we're really excited to see players explore this and find out more about it.
Franchise mode is our online portion of the game. You've got to start from scratch. You've got to add in all of your staff facilities. You've got to build habitats. You've got to place exhibits. And this will all take a little bit of time. You have to build up slowly, make sure you don't expand too fast, spend too much money.
Our fourth mode is very much inspired by Planet Coaster's challenge mode.
This takes the managerial gameplay of franchise mode and replaces the online functionality and the community challenges with zoo challenges. This mode is specifically designed for players who want an offline experience.
So zoos are not static things. As you bring animals in, they will grow, they will breed, the numbers increase. You have to change the zoo around them, the infrastructures and the facilities you need. Nothing in Planet Zoo will ever stay still.
The animals in your zoo will constantly present you with different challenges and problems. You may set up your habitat initially so that it is perfect and they're all 100% happy, but that is very unlikely to stay the case. Your animals will probably give birth, which will change the social structure of the habitat. Other animals may then become stressed because their space requirements will go up. If you don't have enough space for all those animals, their welfare will go down. This will lead to unhappy guests because they can see that your animals are stressed, which will then lead to protesters coming to your zoo.
Maintaining your animals' welfare is at the core of Planet Zoo. Your objective is to make sure that your animals are as healthy and happy as they can be. So a great way to do this is to assign your staff to research your animals.
In Planet Zoo, there are two types of research. One's done by the vets and the other one's done by the mechanics. And to make research work, you have to build them a facility and then you assign them a research project.
You'll have a mechanic who you assign to a specific set of research. It might be a theme set, it might be new barrier walls, it might be new shops or new habitat objects.
Vet research is more to do with the animals and disease.
For disease research, you just need the research centre. For animal research, you need that species to be present in your zoo and to be in a habitat that is accessible for a vet to go and research.
As your vets start to learn more about what your animals like and dislike, you'll start to unlock various enrichment items that you can add to your habitats and exhibits that will really make your animals feel a lot more at home. Not only that, your zoo will also become more effective at caring for your animals and also educating your guests about the animals.
Performing research in franchise mode can help contribute to your zoo's reputation and rating. So your zoo rating is determined by the quantity and quality of animals in your zoo.
Your zoo's reputation is slightly different. It's based on how happy your animals are, how happy your guests are, how much conservation work you're doing, your education.
To monitor all of these different attributes in a traditional UI in a table doesn't really give you a sense of the geography of the problems, like where in the zoo are these problems happening.
One of the things I'm most proud of in Planet Zoo are the additions of our heat maps. We've got a really, really large selection of them. They make a huge difference to how you actually manage the game. The amount of information you can extract out of it, whether it's how the guests are feeling, what they want, how the animals are feeling, how your facilities are running, it goes on and on. They are so incredibly powerful.
So keeping an eye on heat maps is a really important part of running your zoo. You can also find out information about animals. For example, if there's any escape points in your habitat that you might want to cover up so you don't have animals running around your zoo.
So with franchise, what we want to do is to allow you to create multiple zoos as part of a single franchise, to be able to move your animals backwards and forwards and set these franchises wherever you wanted on the planet. But to take it a step further, we wanted you to be able to trade your animals with other people's zoos, with other franchises.
So you adopt and buy animals from the trade centre, and they can come from multiple sources. Some of those are breeding programs, custom seizures, pets, private zoos and rescue centres.
When you're looking on the animal market to find the perfect animal, there's a few things you really need to look out for.
The main thing to look out for is genetics. You want to adopt an animal that's got as good at genetics as possible.
You can either trade in game currency or in conservation credits. And game currency is earned through just playing the game, but the conservation credits take a little bit more effort to do.
Conservation credits are really important when you run your zoo. You're able to use them to buy better animals off of the animal exchange, and you can earn them by selling your own animals on the animal exchange, or you can release animals to the wild, or you can take part in community challenges where you get conservation credits for releasing animals or adopting animals, whatever the community challenge is.
We have plenty of things that players can share with each other. As Planet Coaster established, we allow people to build blueprints. Very new to us is that we have the ability to blueprint our actual habitats. So that's everything in the habitats and the voxel terrain that's built within them, and I think that's a really cool and great new addition to the game.
There's so many different things that we've added into this game that I'm super proud of and that the dev team have worked incredibly hard on. So I think the thing I'm looking forward to most is just people getting to enjoy and experience the game.
There's a lot of depth to the management in Planet Zoo, and we've only just scratched the surface here.
It's such a deep and interesting game. The animals feel so alive.
There's an emotional experience there that is really hard to get in any other game that I've played.
I grew up playing zoo management games, as I'm sure a lot of our community members did, and I'm thrilled to see it being revived with Planet Zoo.